Hello all, welcome to Mark's Basement There I go with the glasses. Welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade, EM, and Chat Repair. Today we are going to be working on the Gold Strike, which is right here. We're going to be working on that. We're going to clean all the smoke stain that's on it. Let me see if I can get that. We're going to be cleaning all that smoke stain you can see on there. All that black stuff that's down here and way up in the top corner, like right there, way that way. That's all smoke staining. So yeah, we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna Novus to it. I did Novus to and clean the two pop bumper areas, because if we don't get far, we are still going to get these pop bumpers on, because that's like one of the main last things I need to do. They're rebuilt and everything, we just need to get them on the board. So that's like the last thing I have to like solder and clean and put on. Otherwise everything is all rebuilt and ready to go. So let's flip it over to this cam. No. This one. We can do no. This one. Maybe we can just do that one. No, let's do this one. No, that's the wrong one still. We can do that one. Let me see if I can move this. Just look a little closer to what we're doing. Alright, as you can see, this is all smoke damage. I did clean one spot here, so you could see how it was clean. I want to get my camera a little in a better situation. So yeah, we did clean this one spot. So what we're going to do, I guess we should pull out, well, I'm going to leave the bulbs in until we're done cleaning. Actually, I'm going to put some extra bulbs back in. Give me a handful of them. Wherever we're missing bulbs, I'm going to put bulbs in. Well, we don't need that one. There's a bulb. The reason why I just want to keep the bulb holes as clean as possible. I don't like that sound. Yeah, it's just way down there. Yeah, that socket sucks. We'll just let that one sit there then. We get all of our bulbs in. These are garbage bulbs, just so you know. These will be going in the garbage. Well, they're in my like garbage bin thing. But I save them because some of these people that do machines, they like these old original 44s. They swear that these are the best bulbs ever made. So instead of throwing them out, I'm just gonna put them in a container, and then if anybody needs them someday, they can just have them, or I'll sell them or something. Novus 2. This is what we're going to use for polishing and removing all that smoke stain. And then we'll do the job really good. Oh, there he goes. Ooh, where'd he go? You're going to see me really freak out because there's a big wasp in here, and I'm trying to kill him. There he goes. Where'd he go now? I heard him flick somewhere. Oh, there he is. You are dead now. This guy's been scaring the hell out of me all day. All day, just like flying around. He's a jumbo guy too. So I need to put him in a garbage can, and I just popped him. Make sure he's dead. I don't want him to suffer, even though he drove me nuts. Now I know he's dead. Alright. Drama's over, everybody. Oh, that guy was freaking me out real bad. So yeah, we're just gonna see how that just takes. Ugh. It's taking it off. I think I'm gonna go over to all the real dark, smoky areas first, because it's just gonna destroy my towel. But as you can see how good it's just coming up already. I want you to beware of these, your point switches. Those are dangerous. Very dangerous. You will slice your hand open. Rubbing near them. Be aware where they are at all times. Because you will slice yourself open real good. Because they are like razor blades almost. Look how good that gets clean. You can do this too. Did I bring it over here? Yeah. Paint stick. You can use that. Find a nice wet spot on a towel. You can use that to get into the corners really good. Like that. I'm gonna get around that bulb real good. You know, I guess it doesn't matter anyways. I'm taking these out and then I'm pushing them back in. Just do that. I'll just have to be very sure where I'm squirting the Novas, because I just don't want to put a blob in the hole. So this I'm trying to get finished by next week. I'd like it completely finished so I can test it and then get it out of here. You do burn through a lot of Novas cleaning. This is the original color of the Playfield. I won't be able to get that back. But just because it's just, you know, fading with sun and stuff like that. I could get most of it back, but I really don't want to strip down all layers of the paint, you know what I mean? This is already probably 100% better than what we started with. Anyways, you know what I mean, Vern? Now there we can just get right in with the edge. can use basically whatever you want to do this with. I like the wood. I used to use a really dulled tip screwdriver to get in there, but I found this is even better. I don't know why this is so much better, but it seems to grab the wood better than the what do you call it, the screwdriver did. I guess because it's wider. But yeah, this is how you get all those weird spots. See how it's getting in there really good. And like I said, I did the areas with the pop bumpers already. They are actually waxed too. So this I cannot bring back 100%, but we're going to at least get a shine out of it. No, that's all slimy from the Novus. So yeah, the two people that are watching, I'm Mark from Mark's Basement Arcade. I do a lot of EM repair videos. So if that type of stuff just interests you, here's my website, well, my YouTube channel. If you want to learn how to repair EMs and some solid states that I've been working on. My latest one that I'm working on right now, well, in the video series, is Sorcerer. And that game's been done and gone for about a year now, almost a year. But the videos are just now uploading. I do my videos kind of like a TV station or a network would do, like TLC or something. All my episodes are all been pre-recorded a long time ago, and they're just sitting. Ooh, we put a lot of pressure on that one. Note to self, don't use the thinner part. They break easier. But yeah, I have like 3 or 4 machines that are done, that are just waiting to be uploaded. This Novus 2 is great for the rails too. But yeah, we're just, all this black stuff you see, let me zoom in. The black you're seeing right here, that is, this game was in a fire. So I'm trying to get all that off. Whoever originally, well, the company who owned this game, they had it on route or something, and it was in a building that was on fire or something like that. I don't know exact details, but so this game was in a fire. It was bought by a person that would buy the games off of them and then resell them. So what he did to this game was basically clean what you could see. Clean all the areas you could see, and then that was it. Everything you couldn't see, he did not touch. And that's one reason why I strip it down to clean it. However, I do this with every game I shop. I get in there like this. And I clean every game like this. You know, yeah, it's a little kind of crazy how I'm getting in there, but it's got to get cleaned once like this. Look at that, that's so nice now. You know what I mean? It needs a once deep clean after 40 years, 40 something years. You know, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing, it's a deep clean that it needed. That's what we're doing. I got a little one I can use now. I'll put that off on the side. Might as well stop skipping around and go back to where we were at. Sounds like my wife is home. I just heard my dog yelp. That's all my dog cares about is my wife, nobody else. He sits and whimpers and whines until she gets home. And then once she gets home, he's very overprotective of her. I'll show you how I'm getting that. We will get in there and get all that smokiness out. Look at that. I just developed this paint stick method the other day. So I used to use, like I said, a screwdriver before, a really dull screwdriver to clean all this stuff. And then, like, I wanted something that was a little wider to spread out the pressure better. I figured that would clean areas a lot better, because the screwdriver was like more of a one little tiny area, while this paint stick gets this whole wide area. And you're cleaning this whole area right like that. Yeah, you're getting good clean. I can get under here good. I can get it right around here. I can get between there really good. It's just all around, it's really good. I can get in all those dangerous areas where I know I'm going to cut myself. Drop there. But yeah, all the smoke is coming up pretty decent. It's coming up pretty good, I should say. Now this Novus is doing a deep clean, but it's also doing a good polish too. That's where you're getting that squeaking from. You're getting a good polish off of it. Look at that. Now this area is right in here. This whole general area has been done already. Here, let's go back. to this area. I want to get this area really good, because this is where you're getting a lot of ball action. So we want this area to be really good and polished and smooth. But yeah, this isn't the fun part of the clean. This is a butt kicker, actually. That's what this is, this cleaning. I think what we're going to do is we're going to clean this top half of the play field. And no, I think we're just going to do the whole thing. I have to assemble extra stuff, so it ain't going to take too much longer to do this. Oh. Let's get a little buff of this. It's already got a nice shine to it. And it's smoother. That's the important thing. It's smoother. But yeah, this paint stick method works really good, as you can see. But look at this light bulb. It's black from the soot. I like to see what this machine looked like right after the fire. I really would have loved to have seen it, just to see how bad it looked. So like I said, it should have been stripped down completely. It should have been completely stripped down. There we go, that's nice and clean. Yeah, it's turning out really nice. So anybody got any questions or anything? I can answer questions, or if you just want to chat about something. Don't be afraid. What was that song from? Don't be afraid. Some little kid show. Yo Gabba Gabba, that's what it was from. I used to sing that to my daughter all the time. She don't want to do something, so I'd be like, don't be afraid. You can also put the Novus directly to the towel, mush it in, and then rub it too. I'm holding up this rollover. Get that. There's a good use for the broken end. All these pieces here need to be cleaned. The rollovers too. Because anything that the ball contacts should be smooth, clean, and free of debris. That's why I polish the ball return, the whole ball trough area. I polish that. Just so it is clean, because the ball will eventually turn into a wad of sandpaper. That's what it will eventually do. And then it will just destroy your playfield. And that's what happens when you see a playfield and it's all just like destroyed and paint's been chipped off of it and stuff. A lot of that has to do with old balls being in it. So, good thing to do is you check your balls every now and then, or just replace them once every year or so, or after X amount of plays. You can determine that your ball longevity all depends on your location you live in. Believe it or not, my Beatles I bought in 2019, it still has the original balls. And they're still in good condition. I'm probably going to take them out and throw them into my tumbler for a day or two, and then I'll throw them back in there. But you can see how this Novus works wonder on metal too, so that it's all nice and polished. But yep. And happy Memorial Day to everybody. Memorial Day weekend. I believe it's the 30th today. What does my phone say? Oh, it's the 29th. It's my bad, because last night I was up really late recording Pinball Parts or Not, and I remember it being the 29th when I recorded it. However, I forgot when I recorded it, it was today. It was like 1 in the morning. So that's probably why I thought today was the 30th. So my bad. I was just getting this nice and clean. Trying to get the staining out as much as possible, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out as good as I would like to. That's because I don't think it's possible. Where are we? We are in a different spot. Trying to keep the camera on the middle. So yeah, you do go through a lot of Novus doing this. So I've been through plenty bottles of Novus refurbishing pinball machines. I haven't been through that much wax, because wax goes a long way. This Novus, it doesn't. Constantly need to reapply more and more. This rag, when I'm done, will be like wet. It's totally wet from the Novus being on it. But yeah, we're almost done. It's just all this finicky little stuff that we're getting at. I'm worried about hitting this with my finger. It's getting me paranoid. I'm trying to get out that ball track. The ball staining right there. And you can't see what I'm doing anyways. So we'll work in this general area. You guys want to sing a song or something? We can sing a song. I need to learn a couple songs. Anyways. Yeah, it gets right into the edge there. Not this area. You gotta watch out for this lane guide right here. The ball's not meant to go backwards. It's meant to drain. This one here, the ball's meant to go both ways. So, I'm just trying to polish up these rails. And I'm poking that other lane guide. So we will get that under there and work on getting that cleaned off. These drain lanes are usually one way. Hey Turbo, what's up? Hey everybody, welcome Ryan, also TurboGrafx7, also Alice Cooper champ compared to me. Ryan, if you want to give all your details out of what you do and who you are, go for it. That's what we're here for. Here to get the pinball out into the world. Oh, everybody got a high score, or everybody got initials Friday. I'm the only one who didn't, and I knew Max would blow up that machine. I was over by Dave's house, Dave Brennan. He's also on YouTube and Twitch, so look for Dave's Arcade. We were over by his house streaming Alice Cooper Nightmare Castle by Spooky Pinball. We're streaming it, and Max usually will get a grand champion or something like that. But I was number 2 on the game for a while with my high score, and I'm like, oh, let's stream it, let's see what we can do. Yeah, everybody beat me. Didn't have a chance. I knew Max for sure was going to beat me, but I didn't think I was just going to do that bad. I was like my worst. Well, I had that one good ball. Ryan even blew that game up big time. Ryan even said that was his best game ever he ever played on that game. So something about it. Something about that day. I bet you it was the lighting. It was just so much easier to see the game. So Ryan, I learned this new trick. Paint stick. The flat end of the paint stick that you usually stir with. I learned you can wrap it and get into these tight corners and crevices really good for cleaning, and like under the rails that everybody has a hard time getting into. But look at that, we're like getting right underneath them and cleaning. That's all smoke damage from this machine, Ryan. I'll show you here. See that? That was Novus 2'd. And this is smoke damage. This whole back half here. This was black when we started. This whole area was black. This was black. It was black up in here. This was all black in here. Oh, you're painting and you got paint sticks. So you're set. And you can see in here, this is black yet. So yeah, we're just working on getting this off so I can wax it, because this game is just so filthy. It was in a fire at one time, and they never really like cleaned everything. They just cleaned what you could see, and that was it. Ryan, did you get your invoice yet? I got a invite from Neo in email the next weekend. So I was wondering if you got your invoice yet. I think it's next weekend, next Sunday. He's charging people to come out, but he's having like a tournament or something. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go or not. One, because I'm streaming. I'd like to get this game done. Two, you're getting yours, so I don't need to go play it at two different people's houses. But, yeah, I guess he must have his already. But yeah, you're going to win some money at his house. I wonder if do you think of doing that? Maybe have a little mini tournament? That might work too for you. Have a little mini tournament when you get yours. Yeah, it might be a good thing. You get enough games. I believe Dave knows how to run that now. I remember Neo was teaching Dave some stuff, how to pick games and stuff like that. Yeah, well, I'm going to bring something for you too. I already got some ideas. I'm bringing you something to celebrate. I know it's going to be a big special day for you, so I want to get you something so you remember how cool the day it was. Alright, yeah, this paint stick works great for getting right in that crack there like that. Getting that area just so sparkling clean. Pizza, I know what pizza you're getting too. That pizza's the bomb. I wish they were closer to me. Man, I wish they were closer to me. What is it? They can move into where Marty's Pizza was. They could have a location by me. Should go in there and tell them. Say, yeah, we're at my buddy's house. They just closed the pizza place. It's ready to go. Yep, wrong end. Yeah, Durango's. Yeah, their pizza's the bomb too. You know that if that was by my house, Durango's was by my house, and Marty's was still open, I don't know which one I'd go to. I'd have to flip a coin every time. So they're both equally awesome in their own way. Oh, I got something. Just like when Dave got his jukebox, I got him records for it. You're getting something really super awesome, so I got a little idea of what to get. Put it this way, for the celebration. I just bent that, but I got to straighten them out anyways. Oh, this game is just filthy. It is just so nasty. So yeah, Ryan, if Dave doesn't want this 42-inch TV I have, you could have it for your basement if you wanted to. I have a 42-inch TV. The TV works great. It's just for watching it. it kind of sucks because some of the brightness LEDs are burnt out. So if you're watching like a Alaska show that I watch a lot where there's a whole screen of snow, you will see that there's like dark spots to the screen where it's not all white. And then sometimes the things turn on and off. But however, it's great for streaming. I already got a TV that I had bought for it before my TV broke. Otherwise I'd keep it, but now it's just sitting here in the basement. I don't want to throw it out because it's still a good TV, you know. But yeah, if you wanted it to hook up to your computer so you got a big monitor to watch chat and stuff like that, you're welcome to it if Dave doesn't want it. Dave hasn't given me an answer yet. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, it would be like for your house, you know, like for your basement. I know you ain't going to drag that thing around all the place, everywhere. Alright, this is getting nice and clean. Alright, let's get that little stick. And we'll jam that under there to get that cleaned. And then we'll jam that under there. Oops, wrong way. To get this rollover cleaned. So yeah, as soon as we get done cleaning this, then we're gonna throw the wax on. And then we're gonna start getting these pop bumpers on. So I want this thing working ASAP. I got my daughter's graduation party the middle of June, and I'd like to have 2 less games in my basement. 2 less games I gotta move around. But it also would be nice to have 2 working games. Extra working games too. Alright, yeah, think about it. It's there. It's a 42-inch what is it, LG, or no, it's not LG, it's a Vizio. So it does have Twitch on it. My LG TVs don't have Twitch on them. So that's what makes it neat too. You can just log into Twitch and then everything is like right there, which is kind of cool. Hanging on your wall or whatever. Alright, that's all nice. Oh, inverted camera's in the wrong spot. Let's widen this out. Alright. This is going good. These are dirty. This game's gonna be nice and clean now. You won't have to get cleaned for another 40 something years. 45 years. We'll need a deep clean like this. There we go. Let's get this off of here. Let's get some Novus down here. And we'll just watch all this smoke. That's a long bulb. All the smoke stain just disappear. I was going to do this last night, but then, I don't know, I kind of thought people would like to maybe see how beat of a game this was. Wow, this had water on it for a long time. Right in here It's like kind of like bear clawed, where the wood is just like split, like a bear actually clawed it. It's like beyond planked. It's like bear clawed. That's a new one. I'm going to use that one. That's a new pinball term. Bear clawed. The playfield's been bear clawed. But no, right in this area. Let me zoom in on it. This, where it's black and those lines, that's actually really deep, like scratches almost. So I'm guessing this game had water sitting there for an awful long time. An awful long time. To get the wood splinter like that and lift up. But thankfully, that area is fully under the playfield. Where nothing's going to see it. But at least when I'm done with it, it'll be waxed and protected. Oh, this is just nasty. I don't even know if I'm going to wash this one. I just may throw it out. I'll probably keep it. I'm cheap. Why lie to myself? This towel, I'll just wash it and recycle it another 2-3 times, and then it'll be garbage. To the point where I don't know if it's clean anymore. Then it's garbage. I hate that. I cleaned that piece out the other day. I got it real nice and clean. It was just all nasty. And all nice and clean, and now I got all junk that fell back into it. But yeah, that's all coming out nice. This whole area is just really bad. Down in here, it's kind of like planked, and then the clear coat has like popped off in spots from water just laying there. So my suggestion to people, if you ever get a game that was involved in any type of fire, take some good chunks off of it before you buy it, and then like take the apron off to see what's underneath it. That will let you know how bad the game got, you know, how much suffering it took during the fire. This one, it had to have gotten some type of water in it. It had to have, for this area to be like split. But thankfully the playfield wasn't. So we got that going for us. Thankfully that wasn't. Yes, I'm even cleaning this. I want it to be smooth and clean for when the ball rolls on it. Last thing we gotta do is get that shooter lane cleared off. And then I have to clean this one too. And then I'll get my a towel and we'll buff it off. And we'll what do you call it? We will throw a coat of wax on it, get these pop bumpers assembled, and flip it over. This is just nasty too. It's got smoke still stuck on it. This metal guide here. Yeah, you can't see what I'm doing either. This whole metal guide here. It's actually got smoke still stuck to it. And that pin is loose. So So we'll give that a couple love taps to reseat that back down. There we go. Just getting that pin, guide pin here to keep this from eventually going flat. Get that pounded in the rest of the way. And the other side here, I'm holding with my finger out. So what's good about this game now, it's got brand new drop targets in it too. Those have all been replaced. So they're all brand new. Oh, you can't even see them. They work good though. Let's get this shooter lane cleared out too. Oh. I think we're done with Novus. I got the shooter lane clean, clean, clean. We get the shooter lane clean, clean, clean. Just yuck. That's all I can say. So much smoke damage. These corners are a beast to get out, get them clean. Let's lay this down like that. And we'll fold it over like that. And then we'll push down on it and we can get this lane extra clean. Alright. There ain't nothing I can do about up here either. And it's just speckled with pits. This is all like speckled with pits. That's what it is. It's got like pits on it. From probably, I'm guessing water damage. There ain't nothing I can do about that. What I normally do too with this, you can see there's wear right here, here, and right here. It's all speckled with wear. Normally I would clear coat that area, but there's so many little dots I can't really clear coat it good because I don't like putting those plastic rings on. However, I think it is just so bad in damage. I'm putting the plastic rings back on. Those like how the Gottlieb games have that. I'm putting them back on just because there's so much damage there. I can't physically fix all the speckling from the wear. And I don't like putting those rings back on if the paint is good underneath, because those things, they do protect it from damage. But if you don't keep your playfield clean, they will trap dirt under there and you'll get all this pitting. Can we get a zip on that? See all the speckles? There was so much dirt under here when I originally wiped it off. I'd go like this and my fingers were purple with purple powder on them. So all these white spots are all where the paint's been chipped, and I can't sit there and I'd go nuts trying to patch all these with clear coat to keep it. So I'm just going to put the Beauty clear ring back on both sides because they're just so bad. Now if you have a game and you keep it clean, you can remove those and never put them back on again. But if you got a game that's been dirty a long time, like this game where it was in a fire damage, it probably is going to have some type of issue under there where you're better off just leaving it be. Alright. I just want to go through this and get all my Novus residue off. Because I want to wax it. Actually, after I get this Novus residue off, we're going to go through and clean all the contacts and the switches and the bulbs, where the bulbs go. Like I said, be careful around these switches. They will slice your fingers open. I need to get to McDonald's and pick up a stack of straws. I normally don't bump myself, but when I do bump myself, I regret it every time. If you get McDonald's straws, they're nice and fat. You can cut them to lengths, and you can just drop them over. You can just drop them over the switches, and then you won't cut yourself on them. Now the shooter lane, I usually wax the hell out of that, and let the wax just like build up in it, because you get a lot of bare wood in there, and that it just soaks into the wood. So I put a lot of coats on that. We're almost done with the clean. I got a Knight Rider too that I'm almost done with too. I got a couple mechs left underneath it, and that's ready to be assembled too. Oh yes. So anybody got good plans for Memorial Day? Or this weekend? Well, some people are doing it this weekend. I'm not. We're just gonna grill out by ourselves tomorrow. So if we were having guests over or anything like that, we probably would be doing it today, and I wouldn't be streaming with you guys. So everybody that is streaming, not streaming, watching me, I highly appreciate it, and I thank you for tuning in. And Midwest Gaming Classic is the channel you are watching. So if you don't know about the Midwest Gaming Classic, it is all about gaming. It is the world's largest event of its kind. It is dedicated to gaming. Everything gaming. If you're into cosplay, cards, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, all that stuff, computer gaming, retro gaming, arcade gaming, pinball, anything to do with gaming, the Midwest Gaming Classic is your destination, your future destination. So you need to make a point to come to Milwaukee, Wisconsin and experience the Midwest Gaming Classic. Alright, that is done, and you can see we got a nice shine to it now. You can actually see the shine now. So we do get a really good shine. So now we're going to wax it. we're going to wax it. So wait a minute. I said we're going to wax it. Now we're going to wax it. Here we go. Mother's wax. This is my favorite wax. It's paste wax. I'll open it up and you guys can smell it. Check that out. Take a big whiff. Oh yeah, that smells so good, doesn't it? We will wax it. And as that wax is curing on it, we will start assembling the pop bumpers on top. By the time we're done with that, we should be able to rip the wax off, get underneath, and put the pop bumpers back together. I just like taking this and going around. Get a nice glop of wax on there. What I use is these exfoliating cotton rounds from Target. I like to use these a lot. The reason why is because when I wax the machine and then they get dirty, oh, I forgot. We're cleaning switches first. I can just throw them in the garbage. The buzzer. This is a Harbor Freight generic Dremel, as it says Drill Master on it, and it's got actual Dremel 443 bit in it. We're just going to go through all the holes and buzz out the bulbs, and then we're going to clean every switch off. Okay, we got all the bulbs cleaned out, all the bulb sockets. So now we're just going to buzz all the switches, and they'll be just as fast too. And that's it. Enough of that buzzer. This thing is loud. I don't know why it's so loud. It's like gets quiet sometimes, and then other times it's just loud as hell. Alright. Back to the wax. Again, we're going to start back up here. I like to lay it on thick. Lay it on thick and rub it in, massage it in to the wood. Especially where you see a lot of planking, you want to do that. Just rub it deep into the wood. And this is probably where you're going to do the most damage to your fingers. You're going to do the most damage. So we're going to use this little piece here to get into all the little crevices. I'm trying to do it really careful right here because I got brand new drop targets. And here where we got a ball trail, I really want to get that smeared in there good to help fill in the trail. And you're asking, like, why am I getting back here? Well, it's wood, you know. It's got to get protected yet. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Bert? So, yeah, it's got to get protected. And then when I'm done, I will go over to the machine with a flashlight. And I will look to see where I missed. This thing's almost just garbage already. Now in this ball guide area here, I like really slathering it in over putting wax down because it's got just so much wear in it. I like to make sure it like soaks into the wood good. Wood good. Wood good. Who took that mill wax and stuck it up in my wax area? That garbage. Don't use that stuff. That's my recommendation. It does more harm than good, I believe. There are people that still think it's the best. And all I can say is just step up to the 80s or 90s technology. And it doesn't have wax in it. There's no wax in mill wax. Anything that says cleaner, wax cleaner, do not use. I'm going to go over these real quick too. 'Cause like I said, I did wax them already. But we'll just go over them real quick. And then we'll wipe them off as we get in that area. So yeah, like I said, get into the area, work around, rub it in good. I know I'm being a little over crazy with my waxing, but like I said, I am getting paid to do this, so why not provide the best you can for your efforts. That's my philosophy. Doing a job, do it right. You give your 100% on it. Don't skip. Got a job to do, so you better to do well. So live and let die. Live and let die. I'm really burning through these too. You were young and your heart was an open book. You used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. I kind of wish the Beatles would have did that song. Yeah, Paul McCartney was a Beatle, but that was a non-Beatles song. You know, some people just lump everything they did solo as Beatle music, but Beatle music is for people. Not 3, not 2, not 1. It is all 4. Now you can argue the last 2 songs, Real Love and Free as a Bird, are not Beatles songs. That's a good argument. I considered them to be the last Beatles songs just because even though John Lennon wasn't there, he is still there with the lyrics. He's still singing. So technically, yes, they are the last Beatles songs. So yes, I would argue that they are. Because they have done other music where not all of them were there at the same time, but it was still Beatle music. They all contributed to the song, even though they weren't all there during the recordings, you know, but it still was Beatle music. So why can't, you know, the last 2 songs, Real Love and Free as a Bird, they are Beatles songs? Because just because John Lennon was dead, it doesn't mean that they weren't. You know what I mean? Look at this. I'm tearing up all these. So yes, I would say that those are Beatles songs, just because he wasn't there. But he did a major part of contributing them. He wrote the songs. He sang the songs. He may not have finished them, but a lot of the songs that were done were finished by all the Beatles. They all had a little bit, you know, put into them. Solos or drum beats or whatever, or suggestions. So, yes, he was dead, but they used his music and finished it. Now, from what I understand, there was a couple other demos that he did that just kind of sucked. So they could be finished, but they wouldn't be Beatles songs because you can't bring back George Harrison to help finish them. So they might be a Lennon-McCartney Star song, but they couldn't be a Beatles song, unfortunately. And that would go same through if George Harrison had some demos left over. They couldn't be Beatles songs because John Lennon wouldn't be there to help finish them. And if you probably noticed that I am a big Beatles fan, and I would agree with that. I've seen Paul McCartney several times in concert. I need to say Ringo Starr yet. I have a Stern Beatles machine that my microphone is actually setting on right now. So yes, I love the Beatles. Okay, we're almost done waxing this thing. And I have Sirius in my car just because of the Beatles channel. Okay. This is another reason why I wanted to do this last night, because I knew it was going to just tear apart my hands. Alright, I think it's waxed, so what we're going to do is my wax test. I get my flashlight and I go over to Playfield and I will see where I missed actually. I will have haze and then I will have like a shiny spot where there is no haze. And that lets me know that I never did wax it. And no, you cannot wax your machine 3 or 4 times and have it be super waxed. You're only going to get that one layer of wax to stick on. So I forgot I waxed this whole area. I don't need to. You're only going to get that one layer to stick on, so I didn't get in here. Jeez. I thought I did. I probably didn't because I knew I went in this area the other day. You're only going to get one layer to stick. I knew I went in here. I'm just going over it again. This is what you just do with your you can go over it with the light and you can see shiny and then dull. You can see if you waxed or didn't wax. I know this area was waxed. Alright. Now this is one of my favorite points of the machine. As soon as this hazes up completely, once this gets fully hazed, I will make a video of it and message it to the customer and be like, I do not know what happened to your playfield. All of a sudden, you know, I went and cleaned it and it's all weird looking like this, like the top coating is smeared off and it's rough and hard. And then I'll be like, no, I'm just kidding, that's the wax coat. Gets them every time. Every single time it gets them. So we are gonna pull the wax off of these areas here. They were waxed already. They were waxed, so I'm not like, what do you call it, ripping the layer of wax off. They were waxed already, so I'm just taking that, what I just rubbed on it, off now. As you can see, it's probably, well, you might not be able to see it's shiny, because we were going to put that plastic ring on, and we're going to get the pop bumpers back on, and we're going to flip it over and at least get one pop bumper back together. So we got about a little over half hour yet. We might be able to do both. So let me see if you can this way. Yeah, you can't really see too much. What if I add light to it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. There, you can see haze. Now you can see the waxed area. And then we go back to haze. But yeah, you can kind of see right in there, you got the ring. The ring that's going all the way around, where it's all beat up and pitted. Here we go. See all the pitting. This one, out the big giant areas, I did clear coat. There is clear coating on those big areas. But for me to clear coat all that tiny little stuff, impossible. Just impossible. Alright. Let's work on, we will work on this one. Put the wax back. lid back on. Over there. Put that over there. Yeehaw! Papa Bird, do I have all the screws and everything? Yes, I do. This is the original ring. One of them. You can just see how right here where my fingers are, that's just all scratched from it being like that on there. This is just all ground and scratched to crap. Like I said, I don't like putting these back on, but you know, you just gotta put them back on sometimes. I need to get my scissors. We have to cut one to fit. So I've done Gold Strike and Eldorado. This is my second Gold Strike. There's a clean one. Can't even tell till the light hits it. We have two of these, and we'll leave them in the bag. These are reproductions. I'm trying to cut them exact same. Here we go. There. These, I went through them last night. Scrubbed them off really good. They're perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. So these can be totally reused. Let's zoom you out. We're going to build these. We're going to build them on my chair. Okay. You're going to get this ring on first. We're going to get this. We got to figure out which way this is going on with the holes. It's going on that way. So this is going like that. That's going like that. And this will go like that. Yes. Okay. Get the springs. I need to clean them off. I just use my 3M pad. Just kind of like roll them on there. Get any rust and dirt off of them so they look brand new. That drops down. These you can usually reuse almost every single time. These points here that are bigger will go into these recessed holes. That kind of like helps lock it in like that. That's what gives this the spring, how it always self-centers. It That gives that its spring. Alright. Now this, once we got all that done, you take this, drop it back down through there. You always want to point this pointing towards the top of the playfield. So that's an important part. Now we got 2 screws. I always put my stuff in bags so we can keep everything kind of together in the same spot. It just helps. Now these screws, we have these recessed areas here. Right here. Here we go. This recessed area and this recessed area right here are where the screws go. This uplifted area and this uplifted area is where the bulb goes through. Okay. You were young in your heart. That's not the right screw. Oh, these are screws to, these are screws to hold the pop bumper assemblies to the thing. I have to get that out now. These are not the screws you are looking for. My magnet. Those screws are probably in here. In here with all the polish pieces. Alright, I guarantee they are in there. Let's set that there so it doesn't fall over. Let's zoom out a little bit. Might as well watch me fumble around and look for things. Here we go. This is the screw we're looking for. I'll show you when I get them, all 4 of them. Alright, we got 3. I know there's 4 in here. Oh, come on. There it is. Lying at the bottom. Alright. I will show you these screws. There. These are wood screws. As you can see, it's got the kind of like beveled head in here that rests inside the pop bumper body and keeps it well, it keeps it down because the inside of those holes that we're putting it in are cone shaped too. we're just tightening these down. We're not supermanning them. So they're going into wood. Here. This thing is good. This is good. The ring moves freely. Alright. We got that on. Let's go do that one now. Put these screws here right by it so we don't lose them. Same thing here. We will get this like that. We'll take our brand new ring and we will lay that on top of the playfield. You can't even see it. It's there. These can go back with my parts. I keep those in stock. Alright. This goes like that. Like that. So that means this has to go like that. So you're going to get the point either pointing up or you're going to get it pointing down. I guess it doesn't matter because I just spin it around. It's only going to go in two ways. So duh. I'm over here making this look like some scientist work. And it's not. Again, we will use this, get our spring cleaned off. Now, there is one of these springs in my basement. Don't know where it is. I lost one working on a honey. Never found it. I had to take one off, take my swinger apart to get a new spring off so I could get the honey out of my house. Because that was like one of the last things that I needed to put back onto it. And it's just so shiny you can't even see it, which is good. This paint is already hazed up, which is good. I mean, wax. So we could probably rip that wax off too. We shall do that. But we will play a trick on the owner of the game first. Unless he's watching, then he already knows about the trick. I don't know if he's watching or not. We're still going to try to play the trick. Good. All right. You guys ready for the trick? You got to be quiet now. Don't make no noise. Hey, so I'm putting your machine back together, and I got it cleaned, and I noticed the paint, you can see it's like, see how it's all like messed up? I don't know what that is. Maybe it happened during the fire, but you can see how it's got like brush streaks in it like that. I don't remember it seeing like that. Do you remember it being like that? The whole playfield is like that. See how it's got those like rub mark wear things in it? No, I am just messing with you. Totally messing with you. That is wax. See? I do this with everybody. Nope. It's just wax I gotta take off. See? Ta-da! Just letting you know, we're almost there. So yes, like I said, I love doing that. So I wonder if he's watching, he already knows I got a trick going on him. So we will send that. I don't know if he's watching or not. We'll put that there. All right, let's get you tight on here so you can see the wax coming off. I don't know if, there we go. You can see the wax right there. There. See that? You can see that. We're calling that bear clawing. That's a new thing. That's bear clawing. That is where the wood's been wet so long, it's split apart like that. But you can see how nice and smooth that area is now. That is perfect. So yeah, we're gonna peel the wax off. Do we need to keep you focused on it? We will there. You can kind of see the wax on it. But we will go around, pull all the wax off. Danielson, wax on, wax off. Okay, let's not get away from our self mark. Let's start in one area and work our way around. It always drives me nuts. I want to look at everything and then move around here and then move around there, and then found I totally missed a spot and didn't get all the wax off. This is bent pretty bad. Probably from when I cleaned it. I'll take that. Get that like that. Did I bend another one too? Yes, I did. There, it's straight now. Did that video go out? Oh, yeah, he read it. Let's see if we get a reply. We got a reply. He must be know that I was joking. Yeah. He's like, that's terrible. I will go online right away and try to buy a new playfield. LOL. So, yeah, I don't know if he's watching me or not. He might have known he was watching. He might have been watching me. So, yeah, this stick works good for getting that wax off in those areas, too. But, yeah, this wax is, I love this wax. I highly recommend this wax, everybody. You can get it on Amazon. But the glow that this thing is just getting now is ridiculous. And you can't see it in person either. Every time I give a machine back to somebody, they look at the playfield and they're just like, wow. That thing, it never looked like that before. It probably did look like that. It's just, you're so used to, seeing your machine for years and years and years. And as it slowly dulls up and loses its shine over the years of, just dirt being on it and playing it, you kind of are like, wow, it's never been that clean before. It kind of has. It just hasn't been that clean in a long time. I'm just bringing it back. I'm not doing any real magic here. I am just using that Novus 2 to repolish it. And then the wax is doing the other job. of just sealing it up and making it beautiful again. So waxing. Now a lot of people are like, I waxed it twice. I don't think you can wax it twice. You wax it once, there's a layer of wax on, and you're just putting another layer of wax on, and it's taking off. So as long as you put that one coat on, that one solid coat, like I do, and where you just, scrub it all in, that's your last coat of wax, because you're not getting wax to stick on top of wax. So it's all about prepping. You prep that first layer, and then you're done. Now you can go back over. I have gone back over playfields and re-waxed them. Just because when I went over, I could see that I had missed so many spots. I'm like, geez. And that's when I developed that flashlight test where I would go over it with the flashlight to see where I didn't get. And once I did that, I just stopped doing any double waxing because I knew it was fully coated to begin with. So yeah, we're going to get one pop bumper back on. But I need to get this wax off. The longer you leave this on, the harder it gets to remove. You don't want it to be on there too long. Once it you get that haze on it, it's done. You can peel it right off. Well, not peel it, wipe it right off. Oh, this thing's looking beautiful. Just beautiful. And it's going to play so well. It's just buttery smooth now. But yeah, if you got like a lot of planking, like there is planking in this general area, you could probably put another coat of wax just to grind it more into that planking. It's not going to hurt it, put it that way. It's not going to hurt it. Now if I went back over it right away and where the planking is bad on it and put another coat, it's not going to hurt it. If you wax your machine 8 times, it's not going to hurt it. It's, kind of a waste of time, but you're not going to hurt it. But that's why that shooter lane, I glob so much in there, because I want to make sure that gets way down into all the pores that are ripped open from the ball going over the top of it. So that's why I do that. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Alright, let's get back over this way. Get my stick over here. I love the stick method I came up with. I love it. It works so great. So, you like what I do. I have swag if you're interested in it. You want to help support Mark's Basement Arcade, you can buy some swag. and get Mark's Basement Arcade gear. Or if you want to really support me totally, Mark's Basement Arcade at gmail.com. You can just PayPal whatever you want to. You don't have to. Just like if you enjoy what you like and you want to give me a thanks or whatever, you can just do that. PayPal, a donation or whatever. But yeah, I get it once in a while. A little gift here and there, which all goes right back into Mark's Basement Arcade. I used to buy chemicals and stuff like that. I want to get some new cameras, so that's probably going to be one of my next purchases. Get them. All my machines and stuff, that all comes out of my own pocket. I can't use donations to get games. The only way I would do that to get a game is if I was giving the game away. I would gladly do that. So if I got like donations, like let's say I was doing a game giveaway, I would take the donations to buy the game to give it away. But yes, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, if I'm still alive and if I'm able to work on pinball machines still, I was planning on doing a giveaway. Giving away a pinball machine to somebody. One winner, one machine. But I'm at 1,200 people right now, so it's going to be a while before I get to 10,000. I think I might not even be here by the time I get to 10,000 people. And I don't make any money off of YouTube. I have enough subscribers, but I don't have enough view hours. So everything I do comes out of my own pocket. Basically, like when I do games like this, all that money goes right back into buying another game or what do you call it? Buying another game or repairing games. This is like money that I make for myself. I use it to buy games, so I just bought a Cyclone with all the savings that I had. Which I can show you a little bit later. Alright, I think I got the wax off. Do I? Flashlight. This is as good as it's gonna get. I can't do any more magic to this. I did all my magic to it already. And I believe all the wax is off. Yes. Alright, we will flip it over. I thought I saw some here. Alright, we will flip it over and get these pop bumpers built. Oh, well, look at that shine. Look at that. Let's get a nice shine to it now. Come on. This is so much fun. Alright. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put bulbs in these sockets. You gotta get bulbs for them. Where did I put those? This camera. Where did I put the bulbs? Right here. No, we're not using those. which ones are we going to use? Did I leave some in the game? Did I take all the bulbs out? No, I left them in here. Here we go. Jesus. Do I have another open? No? Well, we're going to open one then. Scissors over here. Told I forgot to put bulbs in. This can go with the mill wax. Right in the garbage. Where did I put my bulb sockets? Right there. Bulb sockets. That's a new one. All right. Bulb sockets. I cleaned the sockets off really good. Unless they're really bad, I found out reusing the original old ones are actually better than the reproductions. So I only use the reproductions now. If these are just so bad, they cannot be reused anymore. So I used to throw these out, but these are actually better than the new reproductions. They're more sturdy. And they hold together better. So we're going to take this part here and we're going to bend it a different way. I will show you how we're going to bend it. I do this on all my games now. There. See how it's bent straight and across? Versus that one. Reason why, because this one's going to hold pressure in one little area for the bulb. Like this. See how that bulb is just loose in there? This one, no matter how this bulb vibrates in here, you only get one chance to do this, and then you got to rebend it again. No matter how this bulb gets held in here. Yeah, and I bent it wrong. It will hold the tightness. I got to get a little more bend to it. There we go. I pushed it in too far and turned it the wrong way. There. Now, this has got enough tension on it to constantly pinch this bulb. And this bulb, it will move, but it's still got high tension right there. And it's going to hold it no matter however this bulb moves. Versus, let's just put the factory tension back on this one without bending it wrong. There, that's like a brand new one now. We put this bulb in. You're getting, see how the bulb can slide backwards like that? You get good high tension there, but if the bulb moves, it starts losing tension back in this little valley here. Compared to this one, no matter where it moves back and forth, it's still got the same tension all the way across it. So I mod the factory lighting, because once it gets over in that area, it's got hardly any tension on the bottom of the bulb. Right there, it's got good tension if the machine doesn't shake the bulb that way. The bulb will always get shook like that. And we don't want that. So we'll take this again and we'll bend it, get it to be straight as possible. So you're bending that almost perfectly straight. Like that. And then once you put the bulb in, push it in there just a little bit and just get a good turn on it. That one, that's a really good one there. Even though it's bent different, that still turned out good. I'm going to actually bend it a little bit more back so we don't have quite that arch. There. Get a little push in it. Come on. You don't want to over push it. There. Now wherever that goes, we're still getting hard pressure on it because that whole thing is wanting to come up, and that whole thing is wanting to come up like that. So no matter wherever this bulb goes, this is pushing up. It doesn't have that loop in it anymore where it can go to a low tension area. This is all high tension on the bulb. That's what I do for all of them. Now we will push that up through there, and you're not going to be able to see it, and I'm barely going to be able to see it. But I got to push it up from the bottom. That's up all the way, yeah. Okay. Yep. Let's get that off of there. Unclip that. Put that there. Those have been rebuilt already. We rebuilt them on one of the episodes. I'm getting the switch off here so we can do what we do. I need a flathead. This is good. Yeah, that fits it good. Or does it? No, not good enough. It could be gooder. That one. Gooder. That's a word. I make my own words sometimes. All right, you ain't even see what I'm doing. Where are we? Here. So we're going to take the switch off and get out of the way, because I have to move it anyways to clean it and to reposition it. We have to clean the contacts on it. Oh, we did clean them. Yes, we did. But we have to clean off the spoon here and then get these adjusted correctly. We're going to pull them up and bend them over. Tuck this under here. You know, you can't see what I'm doing. And like I said, I used to reuse the sockets. I mean, put brand new ones in. But I learned that the new ones just are kind of inferior to the old metal. They're just very inferior, and they just don't bend as good as the original ones did. My solder. Get my soldering gun heated up. I'll get that put back together. 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, and then 700. By the time I get back over here, it will be at 750. Get that there. This will go right onto there like that. And old solder sucks. Glop of old dirty solder on there. Alright, let's try it again with some new solder. I got a tool for this too. Do wiggle, 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 wiggle. We're wiggling that. I need a screwdriver to hold that down. Here we go. All right, that's good. I'm just going to leave that on because when we're done, I'm going to put the other one on so I can be done with that. All right, we got those both on there good. Let's get the switch cleaned off. I had some around here. Where is the paper towel I had? Oh, jeez. Here it goes. This will work. Little naphtha. $1 million baby. Blah 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 blah. Okay, that's just stained. I used to put a little oil, grease, PBR grease on here. And I really don't do that too much anymore. But here's a trick. You can take a little PBR grease and put it in a spoon, and you will get stupid fast pop bumper action. I mean, it's just stupid fast. Okay, now we got to adjust these. I'm going to show you how I do them. We get the screws going almost all the way down. Well, they're going to be all the way down but loose. Yeah, it's there. This is a trick I learned. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this tight in the middle here, and I'm going to tighten these down. And the trick is with that, if you hold it just right, you will not have to adjust it. As you can see, when I lift it up, this is not moving at all, because I did get it right into the center. If you do that, if you hold it down straight enough as you're doing that, as you can see, put a little light on it. this is not moving at all when I lift the spoon up. See how it's staying perfect? That's a trick I adapted myself on how to adjust these. Hold it hard down in the middle, but not too hard where you're bending everything. Tighten your stack down, and it usually will be perfectly centered on your spoon. Now when I move the skirt underneath, we will get our action. I'm just seeing how close the gap is on it. I want to see whatever side I hit, we're getting a good hit. I just want to make sure. Oh, and I can't see the gap. There we go. That's a good gap. Gap size. Take a business card and fold it in half 2 or 3 times. That'd be your gap that you want to keep for these. That's about what I go by. All right. We got our wires wired up. Now we want to make sure when we put this down that we're not pinching the wires. This, you want to be on there. You want to give it a little bend down just to make sure it's contacting. Yep, that is good. All right, now this part of the pop bumper is going to go underneath that switch. There. So when it throws itself, you want it to open the switch. I gotta get screws in there. I have to get the right nut driver. $1,000,000 baby. Do, 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 do. Now these are nylock screws we're putting in. So these just kind of tighten them up till they stop. Then you're done. Both sides. There'll be 2 nylock nuts that hold that ring to the solenoid assembly. You don't have to put anything on them. You don't have to torque them down stupid crazy or anything. You just tighten them down till they stop. And then that's it. Now we put these screws back in. And we got a pop bumper installed totally. We got those. Now we'll tighten them up. The last little snug on them. There. We got good movement. Perfectly good movement. It's free and clear. Nothing is touching each other. Yeah, that one's got the same movement. Those we could probably loosen up. I don't know how much more we can tighten them. Yeah, it's a little better. Tight and tight. There, I like that. Perfect. And there we go. Pop bumper is done. I got one more to do. We're not doing that because who needs to see me do two? And plus, it is right here in a cluster mess. And you're not going to see anything with me. I'm getting my hand all over it anyways. So we are not doing that together, unfortunately. I will do that on my own because you're not going to see anything. Anything at all. It's going to be totally in your way. I might as well cut this free. Notice I do that. I zip tie all my stuff. It just makes it easier moving the playfield around. You don't have anything flopping around and being in the way or whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, this playfield's all done. All the drop targets been rebuilt. Everything's been re-sleeved. All the bulbs have been fixed. There are no spinners anymore. They're all in good, juicy shape. We got to get the flippers on. I have to rebuild the flippers yet. The flippers are rebuilt, but I have to take the linkage off the pawls and put the new linkage on the pawls. I'm not going to do that because I got a video on that in my how-to section of Mark's Basement Arcade. I'll put a link on it Mark's Basement Arcade link right there. And you can get to my playlists and then find the tips in the how-to section and look for Gottlieb flipper linkage rebuild. I think that's what it's called. I believe so. And then that is that will show you how to get the pin out and how to put them together without crushing them, because they are going to crush if you don't put them together right. Can you believe this whole time I did not have a soda? Jeez. No wonder why I'm feeling scratchy. So anyways, this video will be on tvMGC for a while for you to watch, and then it's just going to disappear, but it will be archived on Mark's Basement Arcade. The link is right there. It's just Mark's Basement Arcade on YouTube. I am also on Facebook. Again, Midwest Gaming Classic, please check them out. The new show will be end of April, beginning of May next year. Not sure when yet. As you can see right here, we don't have the dates. Let's see. I am sure it's still got 2021. Come on. One more time, flip. Yep. So no, I got that turned off still, so no dates. Dan, fix that, or whoever does that, fix the dates so we can have them. 2021 is long gone and done with show. And then all my followers here. And I thank everybody who has followed tvMGC. Without you, we are nothing. Without us, you are nothing. No, I'm just messing with you. No, we thank you all for being subscribers, followers, volunteers. If you want to volunteer for MGC, or if you want to volunteer for the Midwest Gaming Classic, just go to the link that I posted right there. Go to that link that's posted there, MidwestGamingClassic.com. That's what it should be. Yep. Just go. Oh wow, that changes color. Look at that. Everything's kind of got an orange, yellowish tint to it. Now it's got white. Now it's got orange. Cool. Comet Pinball. Check them out for all your LED lighting needs. And yeah, this another hour or two. This will be up at Mark's Basement Arcade for you to rewatch, pause, whatever. Cool stuff at the bottom of the video right here on Mark's Basement Arcade. Take care. Anybody got any last questions? I know there's 4 people watching. I can see. Nope, now there's 3. There's 3 people watching. Anybody got questions? Anybody? Before I hit that end button. Anybody got anything? I get close to it. I'm like 6 inches from it. 3 inches from it. Anybody? Alright, I should be back next Sunday. I don't see why not. And we will get this put together. I might do some partial assembly on it. Just to get us along a little quicker for next time. And then we will slide the machine from here over to here. And we will plug it in and see what it does. So yeah, I might do a little bit of assembly on it just to get it going. Like I'll probably put the upper flippers in. Yeah, I will put the upper flippers in and some of the posts. Let's do that. I'll get some of the posts in, so we're not just doing this weird stuff that's repetitive. So anyways, take care. Cool stuff here at the bottom. And later.